Welcome to Invincible Engineering YouTube channel. In this video we will learn what is VFD, how to program and how we can practice our VFD programming using simulation software. At learning stage, every student cannot afford motor and VFD to practice programming, so we will use Drive Simulator for practice programming. VFD stands for Variable Frequency Drive. Input supply 3-phase converted to pulsating DC using power diodes. Then pure DC is generated using capacitors. After that, this DC voltage is inverted to 3-phase AC using IGBT modules. Using IGBT switching, we can control output frequency and voltages. Here we will use Yaskawa 8000 series. This is the picture of 8000 model. At the right side of VFD, here is description. On this label we can see what is the input of VFD, which is AC 3-phase 200 to 240 volt, 50 or 60 Hz and 24 ampere. And output of this inverter is 3-phase AC 0 to 240 volt and 0 to 400 Hz. Output ampere rating is 21 ampere. It means we can draw maximum 21 ampere from its output. And voltage can be controlled from 0 to 240 and frequency can be 0 to 400. You can change it by using programming. These are power terminal of inverter. At the left side there is L1, L2, L3, which is the input of every inverter, and output U, V and W. Motor wires will be connected at U, V and W terminals. There are control terminals of Yaskawa 8000 series, where S1, S2 and so on S8, these are the control switches. We can program their function. If digital input provided at S1, what function will be performed by VFD? We can program these 8 switches, and Sn is switches negative, Sc is switches common, Sp is switches power. So we have to connect Sp with common and Sn will be supplied. Switches to S1, S2, S3 will be connected with these for switching. Here is V positive, analog common, V negative, analog 1, analog 2, analog 3, frequency monitor, current monitor, again analog common. These are programmable relay. Outputs are used to monitor state of VFD. For example, VFD, if VFD is tripped, this relay will turn on. We can use multiple relay by our programming. Now we start our programming using Drive Simulator software. When you open Drive Programming software, this will be interface you will see. Okay, then click on Start a Simulator project. We can write project name any practice and click OK. We are using drive series which is 8000 and select drive OK. This will initialize program parameters for 8000 series. Okay, we will click on Start Programming Simulator. Close. And this is the simulator where all input, power output, control terminals and output terminals are shown here. And main power turn on, switch 1, switch 2, switch 3 and so on, switch 8. These are switches which will test our program using what we assign function to switch 1, switch 2, switch 3. And these are frequency monitor and current monitor, analog common. This is the drive status, ready, running, reverse, fault, and digital outputs, relay, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6. This fault contact is single pole double throw relay. This is motor when we start our program. After programming, when we run motor, this motor will start rotating. This is output torque and motor current. For example, we are going to test our motor is drawing more current than we program. We can change using its as real time if motor is drawing more current. Frequency reference which we have given, output current, output frequency and torque. These are analog inputs, analog 1, analog 2, analog 3 and this is pulse input. Okay, let's we try default program. Okay, main power on, switch 1 turn on, drive is ready and running, but motor is not running at this time. This is because frequency reference is 0. Okay, now we will give frequency reference. As we are increasing frequency reference, motor RPM is increased. Okay, fault LED is turned off. That's we increase motor current. Suppose motor is drawing more current than we program limit. Also we increase its torque. Inverter is tripped. Fault LED turn on. This is all for today. See you in next lecture.